Namaste, dear students. Hope you people are doing good and your family members are safe. So, as I have already sent you the soft copy of the theoretical part of the lesson overheads. 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 So, today we are going to start overhead practical problems. So, the theoretical part which I have sent, it is very, very important. So, you must make a note of that without fail. If you don't write and you don't read that theoretical part, it is going to be very difficult to understand the lesson. But still, I have made a short, notes which will help you out to solve the problems. So let us look into that. So overheads. So whatever the expenditure we get, the expenditure should be allocated to the department wise. While allocating department wise, on what basis we are going to distribute expenditure. See, for example, we'll have one or two expenditure. Maybe if you take electric power, so you have to allocate what is the electrical expenditure spent for production department, spent on administrative department. So likewise, if you take whatever the employees and all, that is direct wages. So like if there is a canteen expenses, how we are going to apportion. So all these things, so you must know. So then only you can solve the problem easily. Otherwise the problems will going to be complicated. So to make it simple, I have come up with the distribution chart. So if you know that chart, it is very easy for you to solve the problem. So let us look into the chart. So that is, I'm dividing the page into two parts. Number one is overhead cost, that is expenditure. Basis of distribution. Basis of distribution. This is very, very important. If you don't understand this, then you cannot solve the problem. So it is very, very important. Okay. So let us create a chart for this, and let us write the apportionment of expenditure. So what are all the expenditure is charged against what expenditure? Okay. So don't forget to copy that theoretical part notes which I have sent you day before yesterday, which I had already sent you, that is with you people. So that apportionment is very, very important. Without that, solving the problem is going to be Herculean task for you people. Okay. So make sure it is written, that especially the theory part which I have sent you, it should be in your notes. Okay. So let us start. These are the headings: overhead cost and basis of distribution. So I have divided the page into two halves. I have divided the pages into two halves, two equal half. Okay. So let us take one by one. Number one, expenditure is electric power. Expenditure is overhead cost is electric power. So now while calculating, when we will solve the problem, you will get to know that. So now you should know how we are going to distribute it. So basis of distribution, how are we going to distribute this? So we call this as a HP, that is on the basis of horsepower. So you should remember, power will be always calculated on the basis of horsepower. So if horsepower is not given, if horsepower of the machine is not given, horsepower of the machine is not given, So what we can do is kWh, kilowatt hertz. If it is not there, kWh is not there, so then we might consider number of light points, number of light points in each of the department. If that is also not there, then we can consider area occupied, area occupied, area occupied. So this is the absorption, like the distribution of the expenditure electric power. This is how we distribute it. Okay, clear? So electric power is horsepower, that is the power of machinery, that is kWh. Then we will have second one is electric lighting, electric lighting. Electric lighting is on number of light points or area occupied. So first one is for first and second one is for second. Okay, so be clear, this is a first one, so which I am writing. Okay, and this is going to be a second point, electric lighting, number of light points or area occupied. So after this, the third point will have, the third point we will have the third point, that is expenditure. The third expenditure so next third one will have depreciation. Depreciation. So depreciation usually will consider on the value of asset. Okay, that is value of asset. You can say here capital value of assets, capital value of assets. Okay, so then on the fourth point, if there is a expenditure, rent, rates and taxes, if there is a rent, a rate and taxes, that will be distributed on the basis of rent. So you know, right, floor area occupied, or floor area occupied, floor area occupied, floor area occupied. Okay, so you should keep it simple so that you should not get any confusion while solving any problem. Okay, so let us bifurcate every now and then, so that we don't get stuck or we don't get confusion. Okay, so depreciation, that is value of fixed asset, it is done. Then rent, rates and taxes, that is on the basis of floor area occupied. So then if you take point 5, that is insurance on buildings and machineries. Insurance on buildings and machinery, buildings and machinery, that is on insurable value. Insurable value we are going to distribute. Okay, so these are all very important. If you don't know these points, then you know, allocation or distribution of expenditure cannot be done easily. Sixth point, employees state insurance. We call this as a ESI. So that is nothing but employees state insurance. Employee state insurance. Obviously, when we are going to give ESI and all, that is usually calculated on the basis of salary. So here we consider it as a wages. In the cost accounting, we consider this as a wages. Okay, so that is ESI of the employees is on the basis of wages. So next, seventh point, that is canteen expenses. canteen expenses, then timekeeping expenses, then we have welfare expenses, and then we'll have compensation to workers, then we have recreation expenses, and medical expenses, etc. See, any expenses related to the employees, always on number of workers, so that we are going to distribute number of workers. Okay, so next is creche expenses. Number of female employees, usually it is kind of expenditure. Creche expenses means the expenditure which is spent on taking care of employees' kids, their female employees' children. So those all expenditure will be considered under creche expenditure. Okay. So next is ninth one, fire insurance. Fire insurance, obviously we take on the assets or like goods or stock which is there in the godown, so that we are going to consider. But you can bifurcate here, that is, if it is there are capital assets or fixed assets, on the capital value of the assets. Okay, so that is on the value of assets for capital items. So far you mention this, so otherwise you will get confusion for capital assets. Okay, so then point B, if there are stock or goods, so that is about stores, so what we can do, average value of the goods or stock, we'll mention that also, average value of goods or stock. Okay, so that is for fire insurance. Okay, this point is for fire insurance. So next we are going to have point number 10, that is plant repairs and maintenance. Repairs and maintenance. If it is on plant, it is a value of plant. If it is a machinery, value of machinery. Okay, what I'll write, value of plant. Suppose we assume here it as a plant, so that is related to plant, so that we are going to distribute on the value of the plant. So you have to learn this. Without knowing this, you cannot solve problem. I am repeating it again and again so that you will also have a clarity. So next is audit fees. Audit fees is always on sales. We pay it on sales. Audit fees is always paid on sales, because we consider sales, the entire process involves in sales. Next is point 12, PF contribution, provident fund contribution, PF contribution, so that is on direct wages. It is on direct wages. Okay. So apart from this, we have few more expenditure. 13th one, advertisements. Advertisement, you all know, right? Advertisement is always apportioned on sales. Advertisement is always on sales. You should not forget these points. If you don't know basis, then you cannot solve. Next one, 14th one, work manager salary or supervisor salary. So what I'll do is supervisors or worksman salary. So that is when it is related to work and supervisor, that is always on number of employees. Okay, it is always on number of employees. So next is 15th one, employer liability. For insurance. So that is on number of employees or direct wages. Number of employees or direct wages. Okay. Last one, that is 16th one, is general overheads. That is on direct wages. Okay, so this is the last absorption, that is on the basis which we distribute. So I believe you got an idea about this table. So it is very, very important to understand. If you don't know this, I'm repeatedly telling this, you cannot solve the problem. Okay, so to make you understand, we'll solve one problem so that you will get an idea. So under overheads, problem number one, take down the problem. Problem number one, take down the problem. Vishwas company has 5 departments. That is PNRS. These are the department names. R, production. These are all engaged in production departments. Production activity will be held in PNRS departments. And T is service. Department. The actual cost for a period is as follows. Okay, so the actual period expenditure is repairs 2000 rupees. Okay, then we have rent 2500 rupees. Then we have depreciation. It is 1200 rupees. Then we have supervision 4000 rupees. Then we have insurance 1500 rupees. Then we have employer's liability employer's liability of employer's insurance 600 and lighting 1,800 rupees. Lighting 1,800. Okay. So apart from this, he has given bit more details. So the details are like this. So now I'm just writing the problem. Okay. Total how many departments? 5 departments, right? 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I'm writing question. This is not a solution part or answer. It is still I'm writing a question. Okay, so that is basis P N R S T. So he has given a area that is in square feet. So that let me mention square feet. For P 140 square feet, for N 120 square feet, for R 110 square feet, for S 90 square feet, for T 40 square feet. And next is number of workers in each department. Number of workers 25 in P department, 20 in N department, 10 in R department, 10 in S department, 5 in T department. Okay. So then he has given the details of total wages paid. Total wages. Total wages here 10,000 rupees. And here N department 8,000 rupees. R department 5,000 rupees. S department 5,000 rupees. T department 2,000 rupees. Then value of plant he has given. Value of plant. So that is nothing but machinery. That is 20,000 in the P department, 18,000 in N department, 16,000 in R department, 10,000 in S department, 6,000 in T department. So after that, value of stock. Value of stock. So value of stock 15,000 P department, 10,000 N department, 5,000 R department, 2,000 S department, T department is nil. Okay. So now the ultimate the ending point of this problem is apportion the above head cost to the various departments on some equitable basis. See, the problem is very simple. He has given certain expenditure over here, like repairs, rent, depreciation, supervision, insurance, all those. And he has given the data of the departments, so like all the data. So what we have to do, we have to distribute all the expenditures to the respective departments. So this is exactly the problem which we are going to solve. Okay. to solve this department, you should know that how many departments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 departments are there. So plus 3 column. Whatever the number of departments, plus 3 columns you should keep. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus 3 means how many columns you will have? 8 columns table. Whatever the number of departments plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3 is 8 column table we require. Okay. So how many column table we require? We require 8 column table. So that you need to know. So let us do the solution part. Since we require 8 department columns, so what I am going to do is I'll just have a small columns for the departments. 8 columns, remember. So this is first department, 1 column. Second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for departments. Okay. So then 1 column. Then we'll have 1 more column here. Okay. So now let us create a table clearly. So first 3 column is what we are created, and other 5 column as usual, which is there in the problem. Clear? Which is there in the problem. So give the heading. Apportionment of cost, apportionment of cost on primary distribution, in the books of Vishwas Company Limited. Okay, so this is a solution what we are doing. Solution for problem number 1. So here we have to write items. So which are all the items we consider? So here basis of apportionment. Okay. So here we are having total expenditure. See, here we have one department as a service and remaining 4 departments are production. So what we'll do? This we will mark it as a production department, so that we'll get a clarity. And this is going to be a service department. So here you write down the names of the department, that is P, N, R, S. These 4 are production department. T is always service department. So that also you should know while solving the problem. Okay. This also you should know. Okay, so we are ready with the table. So shall we start the solution? Yeah. First expenditure in the problem given. Look at the problem. You have copied the problem, right? First one, which expenditure he has given? He has given it as a repair. So write down repairs. So repairs is distributed on what basis? Obviously repairs and all we do it for plant machinery, right? So that is on the basis of plant. So here you write down value of plant on the basis of value of plant. Total expenditure on repairs is 2000. You write that also 2000 rupees. So now go back to the question. There is a table right in the question. So open that table and look at that value of plant. So how much they have given? 20,000, 18,000, 16,000, 10,000, 6,000. Correct? So we have to convert that into a ratio. Okay. So I'll write it here so that you will get an idea about it. So for P department, the value of the plant is 20,000. Correct. So I'm writing 20,000 for P. N department 18,000. Then for R department 16,000. Okay. For S department 10,000. Okay. For T department 6,000. Clear? 20,000, 18,000, 16,000, 10,000, 6,000. So commonly if I want to cancel, what I can cancel here? 000. So cancel 000, 000, 000, 000, 000. Remove it. So the left out is, if you take, the ratio will be 20 is to 18 is to 16 is to 10 is to 6. This is going to be the ratio. 20 is to 18 is to 16 is to 10 is to 6. I have removed all three zeros common. Okay. So the left out. Now add these values so that you can use a calculator to add, so that you can get accuracy. So that is how much the value is. So if you total how much you will get, to get accurate figure, use the calculator. 20 plus 18 plus 16 plus 10 plus 6. It is 70. Total 70. Okay. Total 70. So now how much it is? 2000. For T department how much? 20. So now what you have to do is use the calculator like this. 2000 into, what is the ratio? 20 into 20 divided by, what is the total ratio value? 70. Correct? Divided by 70. So it is 571. 0.4 is there. So since it is 0.4, I am not considering it. So 571 rupees. For P department, how much we got? 571 rupees. You got the calculation right? 571 rupees. Same way for N department, 2000 into 18 divided by 70. Do it. 2000 into 18 divided by 70. How do I got 18? Because 18 is there. 18. Total is 70. 18 divided by 70. 2000 into 18 divided by 70. I got 514.2. So I am going to take 514 here. 514. Same way next 16 is there. So 2000 into 16 divided by 70. So I am going to get 457 rupees. R department 457. So next is 10. So calculate 2000 into 10 divided by 70. So that is 285.7 is there. 285.7. So 286 I am considering. 286. Same way 2000 into 6 is there. 6 divided by 70. So that comes to 171.4. But what I'll do here, I'll consider 172. Why 172? Add all this 172, 172 I've taken, no, we'll add from this angle. 571 plus 514 plus 457 plus 286, 1828. So minus 2000 is the total expenditure, 172. Whatever the points we left out, decimal points, so that makes this 172. Okay, otherwise it will become point, decimal points with the 2 and 3 digits. So let us not take that. Repairs is done. Now look at the second expenditure, that is rent. So take rent as a expenditure. So rent is always distributed on the basis of what? Floor area. Correct. Rent is always on the basis of floor area. Floor area. So what is the area he has given in the question checkout? So I am writing here 140, then 120, then 110, then 90, then 40. See here, commonly I can cancel only one single zeros. Okay, cancel single zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that makes 14 is to 12 is to 11 is to 9 is to 4. Same way add it. 14 plus 12 plus 11 plus 9 plus 4. That comes to 50. The total is, if it is 70, it is 50 is the total. So what is the expenditure on rent spent? 2500. 2500. Okay. So now what you have to do is calculate 2500 into 14 divided by 50. So that comes to 700 rupees for P department. Same way, 2500 into 12 divided by 50. So if you do that, you are going to get 600 rupees. Same way, 2500 into 11 divided by 50. So you are going to get 550 rupees. So next, 2500 divided by 9 divided by 50. Sorry, 2500 into 9 divided by 50. So you are going to get 450. So all round figures, so no need to worry. So we can directly calculate 2500 into 4 divided by 50. So that is 200. For confirmation, add all this. That is 200 plus 450 plus 550 plus 600 plus 700. So that is 2500 is the total. Okay. So this apportionment is done. So after rent, so next we are going to have depreciation. Depreciation. Okay. So depreciation, how much they have given? 1200 rupees. 1200 rupees. See, depreciation we always calculate on value of asset. So value of asset. Value of asset, in this problem he has given only plant. So plant is the fixed assets. So depreciation can be charged on the plant. Okay. So you can mention here, that is capital value of the asset. Capital value of asset. Only plant here he has given. So since plant we have already done the calculation, we know the ratio here, value of plant. So that is 20 is to 18 is to 16 is to 10 is to 6. Correct. The same ratio I am taking. 20 is to 18 is to 16 is to 10 is to 6. That is equal 70. So that while dividing you will get to know. So now calculate 1200 into 20 divided by 70. That is 342.8 is there. So 342.8 if I get, I will make it 343. So next 1200 into 18 divided by 70. So that is, will get 308.5 is there. So I think it is better to take 309. 308.5 is there. 1200 into 16 divided by 70. So that is 274.2 is there. So I'll take 274 directly. Next, 1200 into 10 divided by 70. That is 171.4 is there. I'll take 171. Okay. The last one, 1200 into 6 divided by 70. So that is 102 I'm getting. So but I have to check once. Okay, that is 343 plus 309 plus 274 plus 171 minus 1200. That comes to 103. So 103 rupees I'm taking. So this should be equals to this. Clear? So now we are done with the depreciation. Now we are going with the supervision. So let us take supervision. Supervision. So how much the expenditure they have given on supervision? So supervision they have given 4,000 rupees. So supervision is 4,000. See, supervision is always we calculate on the apportion or distribute on the basis of number of employees. Okay. So basis for this is number of employees. Number of employees. Number of employees they have given in the table. So that is 25 is to 20 is to 10 is to 10 is to 5. So there is no any common factor to cancel. So we will make it this as a final. That is 25 plus 20, 45, 45 plus 10, 55, 55 plus 10, 65, 65 plus 5, 70. Clear? So this is equals 70. So now can you try to apportion? Use the calculator. Without calculator, don't do it. So 4,000 into 25 divided by 70. 4,000 into 25 divided by 70. So how much you are getting? 1428.5. 1428.5. So 1429 I am taking because there is a 0.5. Same way 4,000 into 20 divided by 70. 20 divided by 70. So I am getting 1142.8. So that means 1143 I am taking. Okay, 42.8 I am getting. Next is 4,000 into 10 divided by 70. So that is 571. 0.4 is there. So I am taking 571. So next is also 10. 571. Last one, before filling, what you have to do, you add this 4 and deduct from 4,000. That is 1429 plus 1143 plus 571 plus 571. So total 3714 I am getting minus 4,000. If you do that, you will get 286. 286. 286 plus 571. If you calculate, you will get. So 4,000 into 5 divided by 70. If you do that, you will get 285.7. So which we have made it 286. So supervision is also done. So next one is left out, insurance. So now I am writing insurance. Insurance insurance is always we calculate on insurable value. So take down insurable value. So check out in the table, they have given any insurable value? Insurance expenditure is 1,500. If they have given any insurable value, we can take, but there is no any insurable value. But insurance is always we make on goods or stock with us. It is always on goods or stock with us. So check out in the table, is there any stock or goods? Value of stock is there, right? Yes. So take 15,000 10,000, 5,000, 2,000. So three zeros can be cancelled. Three zeros. 15 is to 10 is to 5 is to 2. So how much? 10 plus 25, 15 plus 10, 25, 25 plus 10, 30. Sorry, 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 2, 32. So that is equals total 32. So now what you have to do is 1500 into 15 divided by 32. 1500 into 15 divided by 32. So that is 703 rupees I am getting for the P department. You are also practicing, right? So you should understand this. It is very easy. 1500 into 10 divided by 32. So 468.75 is there. So then I'll make 469. Okay. The same way 1500 into 5 divided by 32. So that is 234.3 is there. So I'm taking 234 rupees. So the last one 2000 into 2 divided by 32. So that comes to 100 and S department we don't give. Sorry, T department we don't give. So the left out whatever we have that should be distributed among S department. So that is 1500 into 2 divided by 32. So that comes to 93.75. So before that we add this 703 plus 469 plus 234 minus 1500. It is 94 rupees. To avoid decimals, because in service department there will be no any stock. So it is always nil. So you should remember that. So now whatever the expenditure he has given, that has been allocated successfully. But there is two other expenditure he has given separately. Employer's liability of employer's insurance rupees 600 he has given. So that we need to take. Okay, so that is employer's liability of employer's insurance. Employer's insurance. So this is always we calculate either number of workers or wages. Since in this problem we have a wages, so I am going to apportion on the basis of wages. So how much he has given? 600 rupees he has given. So take that 600, write it down. So what is, it is on the basis of wages I said. So now we have to make a ratio on the basis of wages. So 10,000, comma 8,000, comma 5,000, comma 5,000 and 2,000. So common 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Ratio is 10 is to 8 is to 5 is to 5 is to 2. So if you total 18, 18 plus 28, 28 plus 2, 30. Okay. So now 600 into 10 by 30. 600 into 10 divided by 30. So that is 200 rupees. Okay. So then again 600 into 8 divided by 30. That is 160 I am getting. Then 600 into 5 divided by 30. So that is 100. Next also 100 because 5 is only 5, the same. So last one 600 into 2 divided by 30. So that is 40 rupees. So now total, whether it gets tally or not, 200 plus 160 plus 100 plus 100 plus 40. 200 plus 160 plus 100 plus 100 plus 40 is 600. Exactly done. Exact distribution had happened. Another item is there, lighting 1800. So there is an item called lighting. So lighting is always, I said, it is number of light points or area occupied. So in this problem, he has not given number of light points. Number of light points is not there. Usually it is on number of light points. Since it is your first problem, I am mentioning this. But there is no number of light points I have not given. So I am going to take it as a consideration of area occupied. Area occupied. So floor area, we have already taken area occupied. It is here. That is 14 is to 12 is to 11 is to 9 is to 4. So I am taking that directly. So 14 is to 12 is to 11 is to 9 is to 4. That is equals to 50. Okay, so this makes easy if you know this adjustments. So the expenditure on that, it is 1800 he has given. So I am writing 1800. So now take down 1800 into 14 divided by 50. 504 rupees, exactly round figure I got. So I am writing 504. Same way 1800 into 12 divided by 50. So 432, again I am getting correct figure, there is no decimal points. 1800 into 11 divided by 50. 396, 396. 1800 into 9 divided by 50. 324. Then the same way 1800 into 4 divided by 50. 144. 144. Okay. So now we are done the apportionment clearly. So now it is time to check whether we have done it rightly or wrong. So that is also important, correct? So first finish of this table properly. So it should be very clean. So you should not, draw as per rough and all. So make it maintain neatly and write cleanly. Because even one clumsy ness will give you a wrong answer. Yes. So now we are done with this. So here we are going to write it a total of this each column. So first you have to total this column, the first column. Okay. So that is 2000 plus 2500 plus 1200 plus 4000 plus 1500 plus 600 plus last one 1800. 1800. Total 13,600 rupees. 13,600. Done. Next, P column, N column, R column, S column, T column. You also total it. I will also totaling now. Okay. 571 plus 700. I am doing the P column total. Okay. 571 plus 700 plus 343 plus 1429 plus 703 plus 200 plus 504. So that is 4450. I got 4450. Okay. So next I am doing the total of N column. 514 plus 600 plus 309 plus 1143 plus 469 plus 160 plus 432. Total 3627 I am getting. 3627. Next is 457 plus 550 plus 274 plus 571 plus 234 plus 100 plus 396. 2582 is the total. 2582. So next is 286 plus 450 plus 171 plus 571 plus 94 plus 100 plus 324. that is 1996. 1996. Last department 172 plus 200 plus 103 plus 286 plus 40 plus 144. So that is 945. 945. So this total is done. Now you have to check whether the problem you have written or you have solution you have done is correct or wrong. Now total all this, that is PNRST total column, so that should match this one. Okay, so now I am doing here 4450 plus 3627 plus 2582 plus 1996 plus 945. 13,600 exactly I got. So my problem, whatever I have done, it is correct. So accurately distributed. So this is what we call it as a overage problem. Okay, overage problem. So now make a note here. So one note to be written. So that is whatever we have taken, that employer's liability for employer's insurance, because we have considered wages, you mention it, that's all. Note employer's liability of employer's insurance is apportioned on the basis of total wages by basis of total wages. That's all. So we'll stop. So this is how the problem to be solved. I believe you are clear with the solution and problem. Copy the same into your notes. So we will solve many more problems like this. So I'll come back with one more video very soon. Till then, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Stay safe. Stay home. Take care of yourself and your family members. Bye-bye.